Hello, hello, everybody.
Wake up, Web3 with Reptar and JC. It's Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Did you do anything fun? How was your Halloween, Reptar?
Oh, I ate a disgusting amount of candy, as I'm sure everybody else did.
Yep.
I think I had 30 airheads last night. Not even exaggerating. So, I had the sun collected the candy for sure.
Yes. Dad tax. Dad tax is a thing.
Hey, you have to check it.
This
You
is
make sure it's safe.
this is how you teach your children about the federal income tax. You go out and do all the work, and I take 30 to 40% of what you earn.
Yikes. Well, guys, Reptar gets to talk about his two favorite things today, so I'm pretty excited.
Maybe might even throw in my favorite thing at the end. We'll see.
Ooh. So good show today, guys. I know we're gonna get the elephant out of the room. What is going on? Everything bled out last night. I saw some major red candles. People are panicking. Last time we had a drop like this, I mean, people were going crazy. So
yeah, it's not as bad. I'm hoping for that, XRP to $1.09.
Ooh, I got some pretty Render, a couple other good projects that I've been looking at. I got
Render's going back up towards $2.
Yes, I got in real cheap on some of these, but
I'm looking at
I do want to share something really interesting. So we always start off with the bubbles, guys. Bubbles. We need
bubbles. My
guys,
bubbles.
We need to get the sound effect board. I'm working on it. Okay, it's been a long week. Okay, we're getting it.
There you go. That's what we got. Can we do? We need to figure out if we can do a soundboard.
No, 100%. Mr. Mark, we'll talk about the Fed rate cut, the quantitative easing, and stuff like that in just a second. But here, the bubbles. So one thing that really just stands out to me right now on the daily, guys, is ICP. So this is a project.
What the heck, man? ICP almost 50%.
Spoiler alert. This project is one of the secret picks on our AI video that is coming out hopefully today. And ICP is a really interesting project. It's down a lot from where it was. And ICP's got some big things coming. I won't spoil too much in the video, but its caffeine AI protocol just came out, and it's doing very well. I actually used it to make a smart contract, basically, and it was easier than using ChatGPT. And I think its price is reflecting how revolutionary this AI machine is. But yeah, so ICP is up pretty big, but everything else, we had quite a bit of a crash over the weekend, which if you guys go back and watch the other show, we actually did say that was
watch out for this weekend.
We're probably gonna have another crash. I mean, it's,
oh look, KV's in the chat.
This hello KB. This is
hello K.
When me and JC were having our meeting earlier, he was just like, dude, I'm just so sick of crypto. I probably shouldn't be saying this right now, but we're just like so bored because it's just, we chopped sideways for so long, and now, these price drops do not help with people. Like, I want to bring up what Mr. Mark just said in the chat. All of the rate cuts and all this positive news, all like, why is the price going down? When all of these big entities actually, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing so JC can share one of the Twitter posts that we have for today. You can do that first. But I was talking more about, how it seems like everything is lining up perfectly, but crypto's still going down. And everybody is just like, why is this happening?
Red names for a red day.
And there we go. Good. Love it.
All right.
And it's summed up in one word, and it was in the comment section. We'll get to that in a second as
let's take a look. I want to point this out. We may, and I don't know, I'm not a chart guy, but as we see, the 24-hour, Bitcoin's still only down 3%. It's down almost 10% for the week. It's down 3% in the last 24 hours, but starting to turn back around. That if you remember the last big drop when, 4 Fridays ago,
It's been a rough month.
But Bitcoin only went down to like 102. So even while it did that, obviously the other stuff dropped a whole lot more, like XRP down at like 109.
Yeah, Solana down 18% for the week. That's a big drop on Solana.
But it looks like, at least on the hourly, they're starting to turn around. Is that a trap? Is that a bull trap? Maybe. But we'll see.
So JC, I want you to pull up the I guess I'll die.
Oh yeah. I before we did that, I just wanted to hit this right here. This right here, we're back into fear.
We're almost in extreme fear again, which
Bitcoin's at 104,000, and we're in extreme fear.
Yeah, like people are getting nervous.
I'm not saying things can't be different this time, but every time in the past where someone has said, "Oh, it's going to be different this time," it's not different.
Yeah.
In the past, we don't end bull cycles in fear and extreme fear. We end them in stupid euphoria.
Yeah.
And people are like, "It's going to 1 billion," and then that's when it dumps. We're not there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we haven't got there yet. But
this is it. Like Mr. Mark said, or was it Mr. Mark or Mr. Gray?
It was Mr. Mark.
It was nice. Equities, like the stock market, is up. The SPX hitting new all-time highs. Money supply going up.
Inflation,
quantitative tightening ending. Quantitative easing, which means more money, printer go burr. Rates are going down. Crypto, guess I'll die.
And we have in the chat, Kyle, like we have HBAR ETFs and XRP ETFs coming. There's over 90 ETFs pending right now.
The crap that we've been going through for the last 6 weeks, that's the price you pay for the big candles.
Especially
don't touch it. Just leave it alone.
What we've been in this JC for 5-6 years now. I mean, maybe closer to 7, I guess.
Gosh, I bought my first Bitcoin in 2017.
Yeah, so it's been a while. I don't even remember when I bought my first Bitcoin, but it's just it's again, we say this all the time. The writing's on the wall, guys. If you're not paying attention to what's happening and who's buying, JC, can you actually
let me hit the next one.
Yeah, because that one's pretty relevant.
BlackRock, Sailor. Nations around the world, banks. Why? If all these big boys are buying and they're buying in bulk, why? This is the answer. Boop.
Exactly. It's it doesn't make sense.
Everyone's stacking, but the market still acts like it hates happiness.
The comments always just get me. I love it.
Yeah.
But the better question is who is selling and why. And I'm sick of being pre-rich too, Kyle, and this is the price we pay. But the thing is, again, the writing's on the wall. When you see these big financial guys, these are the richest people in the world. These are the most powerful, influential people in the world. They're not going to lose money. They're not going to be wrong when they're
not playing a 6-week game.
Yeah. So
they're playing a 30-year game.
I look at this as Black Friday before Christmas. You know what I mean? Just like just disgusting 75% off sales on some of the biggest projects. And
this is after Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving Day sales on November 1st.
I love this, dude. You had a lot of good ones pulled up. Guys, we will get into the South Park stuff very shortly.
This is again all in crypto. We love him. He pulls up the Bitcoin dominance chart, and he also points out what was the fear and greed index. You see this? This is you can see here 2024. Oh no, it's we've gone back up, and we're here at 30,000, and it dips back down to 26,000. The fear and greed index went to 21. In case you can't see that says 21 on the fear and greed index. Oh no, it's all over. Boom! All the way up to 80. And then it drops to 60. Fear and greed index. I think that's 23. Yeah, we went from 16 to 80. It drops to 60. Fear goes into extreme fear. Boom. All the way up to 100. Then we drop down to 75. Fear at 20. Extreme fear. It's over. Bull market's over. Boom. 125. It drops to it's at 103. Fear and greed index at 21. Yeah, it's over. Sell everything.
And the fear and greed index is actually one of my favorite tools when trying to figure out where the markets are at, because very simply, if you sell when it's in extreme greed and buy when it's in extreme fear, you're going to do really well.
You'll do okay.
That's
not that we don't give financial advice here, so don't take that as financial advice. Nothing can be construed as financial advice. You do what you want with your own money, and don't violate rule number 1. Don't be a moron.
Speaking of which, I have to pull up the one of the clips that I'm gonna bring today, because
love it.
There was a disclaimer as well on the.
That was an epic disclaimer. This is great.
That needs to be our new disclaimer for crypto. So. The title of the video today, guys, crypto sucks, and so does South Park. So we have to really talk about this, because not just because Reptar loves South Park, okay, but because
that's good enough reason,
but because of just how relevant it is that crypto's being so openly talked about in what's considered mainstream media. Whether you like the show or not, it's one of the most popular shows. It has, it's. They spent billions of dollars on it for the Paramount deal for a reason. So it's just like
they are culturally relevant.
Yeah. So what's interesting is they really attacked crypto in this episode, which is just it was hilarious. And not only that, but they not only made this huge joke about crypto, but they actually launched. People launched a meme token based off of the joke in the show, and it did so well. I'm just going to share this very briefly. Crypto's been mentioned on South Park before. It's been mentioned multiple times between Matt Damon's Bitcoin commercial and a bunch of other things.
And it's gone.
And it's just been so great. I am going to share a couple clips with you guys because it really just it got me.
Because crypto is annoying right now. We need to laugh, and this is hysterical. So.
Yeah, and it's really funny because they ridicule it in a way that you almost can't argue with, because there are some negative things about crypto, some negative associations, especially with rug pulls and meme coins and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this real quick.
Stan, what are we doing? What do you mean, dude? We're trying to change things. By selling cryptocurrency? What's wrong with trying to make a little money while also pointing out the things wrong with our town? Yeah, what's wrong with that? I have to do something, Kyle. I'm 9 years old and I live in a retirement home. And you really think crypto is your way out? Do you even know anything about how that stuff works? Well, actually, we have a really strong crypto advisor. Your cousin on the East Coast. My cousin? I'm big! All right, looks like we've got a lot of movement on your coin, boys. The pre-sale really popped. We cleared 100 grand in volume before liquidity even locked. The tokens really got traction. And we don't ever have to pay anything, right? Nope, you never pay anything. You guys created the coin, so all you do is profit from it. See, I told you. That's like an answer, dude. Now we just need to keep creating hype around the South Park Sucks Now digital coin. So we need to come up with things to give people FOMO and make them ape even harder. You guys, this isn't about a coin. It's about a movement. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, that's perfect. This isn't about a coin, it's about a movement. Yeah, that's some savvy jujitsu right there. So what kind of time frame are we looking at to get our money? I need it as fast as possible. Well, I think we're looking at a classic rug pull in just a few days. Once we pump the coin high as it'll go, then I can register for an MSB with the federal government. The federal government? That sounds hard. Oh, no, it's gonna be easy. The crypto corruption at the White House is off the chain. We're gonna screw a lot of people out of their money, boys. It's gonna be fantastic.
I mean, where's the lie?
Where is the lie? I can't. And I really encourage you guys to go watch the episode, even if you're not like big South Park fans. There's a lot of jabs that they took that you almost can't really argue with. And then it's funny because there's this one scene. Maybe I'll try and find that as well. I shared it in our chat. Where he's like, "Why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing a rug pull?" And they're like, "Because everyone's doing it, man. Come on." And they're waiting to do the rug pull, and they can't because their coin hasn't been secured by or approved by the SEC or whatever. And I'm just like, is this what people do? Like, and they do. This is normal. Like, there are so many scams in crypto. There are so many pump and dumps. There's so many rug pulls, and some of them aren't even intentional. Nickelodeon's a perfect example. They had an NFT launch. They promised all this stuff. They didn't deliver. They shut down the project. They shut down the store. All the stuff. So it's like sometimes they just fail, and that's not necessarily a rug pull.
Yeah,
but there's just so much.
Sometimes the TV executives air a show out of order, and the best show ever gets canceled after half of the first season.
Right. And
if you know, you know.
And what's crazy is, like, you know, people are so used to this culture that as soon as people saw this episode, a meme coin was created called South Park Sucks, and it mooned. And like everything else is dumping right now. I haven't checked the price on it, to be totally honest. I should probably go look at it, but you know, the amount of hype behind these like random meme projects and stuff, like the money is there. Like people are ready to jump into things, but we're just seeing, I think we're seeing really deep manipulation from like the big boys right now. And the problem is, like, crypto always used to be this decentralized thing where, you know, it was the people's money. And now for the first time, we're seeing the government involved in it. And we kind of know the track record of that. So, you know, we're kind of at the mercy of waiting for all of this for them to be ready to send the bags, unfortunately. JC, yep. You look like you are the furrowed brow and everything. It looks like you just.
I got a random message from my kid's school. I was like, "What on the
oh?"
So yeah, I get 6 or 7. Like they have a like a parent messenger thing, and you just keep up with all the events that are. So anytime they have an announcement or whatever, I get a new buzz. I was like, "What are you?" Oh, okay.
Ding.
Yeah.
Rug pulls. Yeah. No. So it's a great episode. They openly mock a lot of the stuff about how essentially it's the government's new form of money laundering, and it gets deep into the episode. But
I mean, yeah, they're just so brilliant in the way that they make fun of stuff accurately, and you can't really argue with what they're saying, but you want to, but you can't. And it's like, well, yeah, technically that's true.
And don't get me wrong, you know, it's funny because the name of the episode was South Park Sucks, because they're talking the whole point of the episode is how they're getting overly political and how they're trying to stray away from that. But the show, but in essence, is basically political satire. So it's this you know, line that they're walking, but they do it in a fun way. And I just always love when crypto is getting mainstream attention, because so many people who did not know anything about crypto probably watched that episode and went and made a wallet and got into one of these projects. So I think it's good overall for the space to get attention on it, and love South Park. So
yep. Anytime a for lack of a better term, mainstream show mentions crypto, it just increases the exposure to the masses. Of course, then, you know, the masses get in on retail, don't know what they're doing, buy the tops. The big boys, you know, dump the leverage traders, which, as the title says, leverage trading sucks. Why are you still leverage trading right now? Why?
I don't know. I went 200.
Reptar, why are you leverage trading?
Okay, hold on. Before I talk about leverage trading, I have to give the South Park disclaimer.
Oh, yes. So
I'm going to go ahead and share this. So this is our disclaimer for the episode, guys. You are not, you know, we
hit that screen
are
share again.
Financial advisors, and I'm just going to go ahead and play this. You're welcome.
No meme coin with this incredible pre-sale offer. Each coin is just $9.95, but could be worth 10 times that overnight. Wait, a meme coin? Do you want South Park to change? Then order your coins today at southparksucksnow.com. Stan Marsh is not a financial advisor affiliated with any financial institution. Digital assets are highly volatile and may involve significant risk, including loss of all funds. Ownership of South Park Sucks Now coin does not represent equity, profit sharing, or ownership of any company, platform, or project. Participation is voluntary and should only be undertaken by individuals who fully understand the risks associated with blockchain assets. South Park Sucks Now coin is not registered with or regulated by the SEC or any financial authority. Please review all disclosures and consult a licensed financial advisor before engaging in digital asset transactions.
Yes. Perfect.
It's so funny because Kyle the whole time is looking at him like, how are you talking so fast? I got to learn that whole thing so I can just spit it, but Yes. So guys, we talk a lot about trading and staking, DeFi, a lot of the different things that we do here at Alpha Origins. I know most people only like to talk about the stuff that we give away. It is pretty insane, some of the prizes that we've been able to give away. Most of you guys that have been with us for a while know that we've given close to $250,000 away to our community. But the real value
can crypto do something so we can give away more prizes? Because I'm kind of getting tired of giving away prizes while crypto's down.
This is rough, guys. And the thing is, the real value in the project, to be honest, is like when we're trying to teach people about things like leverage trading or liquidity.
Reptar can teach you how to lose at leverage trading.
Yeah. So DJ is our technical is our guy for learning patterns and trading, and he always says use very tiny leverage. Reptar is a
degenerate.
A bit of a degenerate when it comes to leverage trading sometimes, because it's fun to turn $100 or $200 into a few thousand in a few minutes. It gets addictive sometimes, but leverage trading is the worst thing you could be doing right now, guys, because the thing is, all of these liquidations that you're seeing are the result of people getting wiped out from their positions in leverage trading. And I'm noticing something on these platforms where they're allowing people to take out heavier and heavier leverage. When I first started trading on Jupiter, there was probably like maybe 10x leverage, 20x leverage was the highest I'd seen. It went all the way up to 100 a few months ago, and now it's up to 250x leverage. I don't think I've seen leverage that high on a mainstream platform before. So what I did is I'm like, all right, I'm gonna throw like $20 into 20, because I saw this red candle last night. You guys probably saw it, where everything just kind of went, and I'm like, this looks like a good candle to long, because it's come down significantly, and usually there's going to be a rebound. When you're dealing with 250x leverage, the margin of movement is so small that it's almost
0.4.
It literally
0.4.
I couldn't even watch the chart fast enough, and I was liquidated, and I was just like, wow. Because I've played around with 100x leverage, which again,
really, that takes one sell order to liquidate you.
It's 100x leverage is still stupid leverage. Again,
that's a 1% drop will liquidate you.
You don't. Nobody should be leverage trading at this point. But for the people that are crazy enough to do it, I guess you either gotta get really lucky, or you gotta be really careful, because especially with these higher leverages. JC has said this multiple times on the show. People can see the orders. They know where to sell to wipe you out. And I think there's a reason these platforms are allowing people to take heavier and heavier leverage, because things are getting more and more uncertain.
They don't lose their money.
Yeah.
That's why they liquidate you, is to save their money.
Yeah.
You lose your money. They get their money. They break even plus all the fees on the trades. You lose everything.
Yeah.
There is no risk for them.
So
to
right
offer
now,
you 250% leverage.
This is what I'm doing. I don't care what you guys do, but I am buying projects that I think are going to be around in the next 5 to 10 years, and I'm holding them
for 5 to 10 years.
For 5 to 10 years, because this technology is getting adopted. This is all coming. Again, the writing's on the wall. The banks, the investment firms, the governments, they're all in. They're all buying this stuff. So I don't need to take insane risks more than what I'm taking already. You don't need to leverage trade. You need to find.
Render's back at $2. You missed
your
dip.
Under $2.
Yeah, it was. Went down to 190 is the low. I
cannot wait to talk about buying render under $2 when it goes to $40.
Yeah.
Clip that.
I think my average price on render is like $3.20, which is still, it's not bad.
No, it's still good. I still think render's a great project. And when AI really takes off, I think it's well. But, again, guys, right there, find the good projects. Find a project you feel comfortable in, that you like, and just hold it.
Just hold it.
That is the smartest thing you can do with the least amount of risk, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just using this as a chance to accumulate, not to panic, and just remember what's happening in the macro, and not really focusing on where the price action is. But.
Yep, and we'll share my favorite thing, and then we'll get out of here because this is just what I'm going to be keeping an eye on this week. This week is Ripple Swell Conference.
Woo! What is that?
That, from Jack the Rippler, great name. The new Ripple advertisement on NASDAQ. Ripple Swell starts today. Technically it started yesterday, but it was just the welcome show. Let me show you what that means. Yesterday, the welcome reception just, last night. Today, what's going on? Opening remarks, plus they have a keynote fireside chat with the chair and CEO of NASDAQ. Maybe you've heard of it.
The stock market, people.
Then we have a fireside chat with the co-CEO of Kraken. Maybe you've heard of them. I'm not sure let me see if this says who the speakers are. Here you go. Here's your panel. Amina Bank, CoinDesk, Schumann Financial, LMAX Group. I know CoinDesk. I don't know these others, but I assume cross-border payments. That's kind of a big thing that they're like to talk about. On-chain funds with the CEO of Bitwise. Again, maybe you've heard of these people. Bitnomial, Canary Capital. Maybe they're kind of important. I don't know. They have 60% of the ETFs. This is going on this week. This is just today. That's before lunch. Okay. Who else have we got going on? Let me scroll over here. Wednesday.
Guys, these are some of the most influential and smartest people in this industry rebuilding the financial system and talking about that's why they're having this meeting, so they can discuss the future of how this is all going to go. This is huge.
This is tomorrow. The executive director of the President's Council of Advisors for Digital Assets in the White House talking about the role of U.S. leadership in the global digital asset markets. Maybe that's important. Maturity in digital asset adoption. Why multi-chain matters for institutional DeFi. This is what's going on this week at Ripple Swell.
DeFi is going to rip. DeFi ripped last cycle and every cycle before that, but it's just becoming more and more relevant.
So I'll keep an eye on this and try and bring you the highlights each day. This is going to be big. Evernorth is going live. Guys, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Ooh,
and so tomorrow, Wednesday morning and Thursday morning, I'll try and give you the highlights of what has come out of these and what's going on.
Maybe we could do a quick video.
Maybe we should. Ooh. But let me just see.
And Mr. Mark just brought up SmartCon is going on right now as well, which is
Chainlink hosts that.
You may have heard of them. Chainlink may have been.
Ooh. DexRP has got. Let me find that announcement. See if I still have that announcement.
So again, guys, we got into this pre-sale. I don't even remember. I think maybe 8 cents or something like that.
8.5 cents.
Yep, we are. Ooh, that was an interesting graphic. That was just on the screen.
Let's see. Here we go. Something coming up November the 14th via DexRP. So we'll keep an eye out for that. That's going to be a couple of weeks from now, 10 days from now. Pre-sale is wrapping up quick. Lock your tokens. I haven't locked my tokens on this one. Should we? Did we lock? I can't remember. Maybe we locked up a portion. Sure. Maybe we locked up half of it. I don't remember.
But what's interesting is they are very close to ending the pre-sale because it's based on the amount of money that was raised for the pre-sale, and they're getting very close to the threshold. I think they're like $60,000 or something away. Let me check. It's about it's about 20,000 ish. Am I reading that right?
I don't know what their final goal is. This is just before the next. Is this their total goal?
No, that's the total goal. The 7.7 million. They're at 7.6 million, but they're even closer because they technically, they need $30,000 more dollars. So $30,000 of the token is still to be bought, and and then that's essentially when the token's going to go live. And it's interesting because when you're on the website, you can see live buys, and you can see when people, like, I'm actually surprised one hasn't popped up on the screen yet, because when people are buying it actively, you can see.
It pops up down
when
here.
People are making purchases on it, but it's going to be an interesting one because DeFi is, again, going to be huge, and this is DeFi and XRP. So if you're bullish on XRP, I think this is worth grabbing a little bit because I'm definitely happy I bought some, and I'm sure JC's happy he bought some too.
Yep, sure is. Sure am.
Sure is.
Yep, S++. That's right. Yeah, Chainlink is a great. What is Chainlink down right now? Let's see. Let me look. Guys, anybody else had K-pop Demon Hunter stuck in their head for a week? I have an 11-year-old daughter, so
I love it.
All right. Hanging out at 1529, which is down like everything is. All the charts look about the same. It made it to 1450, and then if we zoom out before the Bloody Friday in October, it was at $21-22. So that's another 50% jump just to get back to where it was last month. And then let's zoom out on the weekly here, 27 for a high. So almost a 2x to get back up to the near weekly highs. And then all-time highs, we got at 31.53, but that was back in, when is that? That's back in 2021. So at least roughly a 3x back to all-time highs from right here for Chainlink.
Chainlink is
pretty sweet.
Chainlink is just always, it's such a safe project, but it's such a tease. I swear.
It is.
Like, but it's gonna go. And if you're looking for long-term projects like next 5 to 10 years, it's a great project to hold on to. It's attached to everything.
Right? Yeah, and that's one of those I feel like I would have to buy and just leave it alone, because I would be, it doesn't, when I look at Chainlink and I've watching its history, I always feel like other things do better in short bursts, and Chainlink's just kind of slow and steady, and it moves with the market, but it's like, yeah, exactly. It's waiting on the Clarity Act, which if these people will get their butts back to work.
I say that a lot. I actually really do think that that's a big part of it, because people don't want to invest until they have, excuse the pun, but they want clarity. They want clarity on what they're allowed to do and what they're allowed to buy and how they're allowed to custody it. It makes sense to me. And they're slowly cutting rates too. I think they're going to do another 25% basis point. Me and DJ came on game night for our Wednesday game night and said this months ago that they're probably going to do a 75-point basis cut, but it's not going to be all at once. It's going to be maybe 25, 25, 25, or maybe even 25, 50. But we've already seen 2 25 basis point cuts. So I think we're on track for a third, maybe, next, but we'll see. I think
people are just, I think 3 things are in play right now, which is why we're still going down right now. Number one, the government shutdown. People are just afraid that, they need their money, or, maybe they don't need to sell, but they think that due to the uncertainty of the government and all the stupid games they're playing, and that they don't care who they're hurting by playing their little power games, that things in the country might be just kind of bad for a little bit. So they're like, well, I need to have my money on the sidelines just in case. Either I need it, or if things go bad, the market's going to go down even further, and I'll buy then. I think that's one thing. I think the second thing is that Jerome Powell, even though they cut rates last week, he came off as saying like, well, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to cut in December because we don't know what the numbers are. But it's not like the numbers don't change every time they put them out. Like, hey, these are the numbers. And then 3 months later, like, well, actually, back 3 months ago when we said these were the numbers, we weren't really right. So they just make up whatever they want. But people are afraid we're not going to get a December rate cut because Jerome Powell's a turd. and then, just watching the manipulation. Like the big boys are like, hey, why buy at 120 when we can buy at 103? Let's just make people liquidate, and then we'll fill our bags as low as we can.
And the only way that you can kind of fight back against that, guys, is by doing the same thing that they're doing.
Just don't sell. That's it. Just don't sell to them.
Are they selling during these drops? What are they doing during these drops? They're buying. And when they start selling, maybe
take some profits.
What to do, but maybe think about following the people who have all the money in the world and do what they're doing. Not a bad strategy.
Yeah, I have two strategies. One, buy it and don't sell it. Number two, if I see the big boys starting to sell and roll the market over, maybe take some profits. Or go back to strategy number one and just hold on to it forever.
When we talk about selling too, guys, most of you know this, but I'll just say it for whatever. We never talk about selling everything at once. We're talking about selling maybe between 40 and 60% to take the money out that we initially invested plus profits, and then have the rest in to let it ride in case something crazy happens. We get that blow off top. But
we're pulling out profits to reinvest at a lower price. I'm not like, that's not true. I may, if we get some kind of, XRP,
we might go to Bali for the weekend or something.
Look, if XRP goes to 1,000, I'm buying a plane.
Yeah. Or a jetpack, or whatever we decide that we want to buy. So it's like,
or those little quadro single person Ford,
the private, or what are they?
The eVTOLs or whatever.
Cars.
Yeah.
The flying cars. Don't need a pilot's license to fly one of those.
You should get one.
I should get my pilot's license.
No, I just mean, like, if you're going to get one of those little flying cars, get a pilot's license or you'll kill yourself. Like, if you don't know how to fly, if you don't understand the fundamentals of flight, and you're like, I'm going to get a flying car. If it's not, like a Tesla autopilot flying car, you're going to kill yourself because you don't know what you're doing.
And that's coming from a pilot. So that's not financial advice, but that's good advice.
That falls under rule number 1. Don't be a moron.
Don't be a moron.
All right.
Well, guys, thank you
Tuesday
so much for all you guys in the chat that joined us today. We are gonna really try to do the show consistently. Really get, having to have a show every day of the week and trying to get this all built out. And we really appreciate you guys showing out for the game night on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come in, hang out with us, learn a little bit about. He may be right.
I'll say the answer to everything in the pilot world, and actually the answer to everything in the world pretty much is, it depends.
Just double up on the shoots. That is so funny.
Yeah.
So, guys, I mean, thank you guys for turning out for the live stream and for, game night stuff.
Do us a favor, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're at 285 subs. We would love to get to 300 in the next. Hey, let's do it by the end of this week. How about that? Let's do 300 by the end of this week.
We got that. That's nothing.
Yeah. Watch out for Reptar's AI picks video.
Ooh. Guys, one of Reptar's AI picks is up 45% today. So let's maybe pay attention. Might be some interesting stuff in there.
Yeah. It is nice, though, because if you put it out now with all the picks down, it just means their multipliers are even better.
They're just going to make way more, which is crazy.
I'm just saying.
And I did market cap analysis on it, too. So I will get that out hopefully today. Very latest tomorrow, guys. But definitely check it out. And thank you guys for hanging with us to the end.
Yep. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, and we'll give you some updates. But have a great Tuesday. Get away from this space. Don't get obsessed with your crypto. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. See you tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need that one. I need Chompy. We need Chompy.
Chompy.